Good morning. For 30 years, President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind have given a week of their time every year to Habitat for Humanity to build and improve homes throughout the world. This year, we are really excited that they are going to focus their efforts in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. At the completion of the project in October, 15 new homes will be built in Fort Worth and 50 homes will have been repainted. In Dallas, 20 homes will be built and 20 homes will be repainted. As excited as I am about their presence, I'm even more excited about the fact that a longtime church member has given us a very generous matching gift of $50,000. Our goal is to commit $100,000 to Habitat, and I know that each one of you are going to want to participate. At the end of the worship service, volunteers will be standing at the door and they will hand you a Carter Work Project envelope. I ask that you read the letter and figure out how you can make a difference in this project. But right now I'm going to ask you to welcome Diane Peterson, a Habitat homeowner. She can tell you firsthand the difference that Habitat has made in her life. Diane?
Good morning. My name is Diane Peterson. I live in Bridgeport, Texas in Wise County, and I wanted to tell you how myself and my 3 kids came to the Habitat for Humanity to be a homeowner. Well, as we plan our life, we always have all these, wonderful future plans for our life, and then life happens. Things happen in life that we don't account for or plan for, but it's just part of life. I found myself being diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and I was also in a domestic abuse situation. Finally, when things got to be that it was no longer safe for us to remain in our family home, my children and I left and went to live with my parents, who took us in to get away from this situation. It was very generous of them to allow us to live with them, but as most of our homes are filled with our things and our stuff, and we were in 2 bedrooms sharing very small closet space, and we each had 1 drawer for our things. And of course, my kids were wanting to get our own place so they could have their own things in their own room. So we were on a waiting list for Section 8 housing, and whenever we were finally, the opening came open for us to be able to move in. The units were very nice, but unfortunately a lot of people that are in that situation are not of good character and moral standing. And I work full-time as an admissions clerk in a hospital emergency room. I was by the police scanner all the time, and I kept hearing the police being dispatched to the area in which we lived. So I never really felt safe for our family living there. And one day, one of my good friends who attends the First Methodist Church in Bridgeport, who was also a very active sponsor for the Habitat for Humanity program, she invited me to one of their orientation meetings. And I went to the meeting and listened to what they had to say, and it gave me a glimmer of hope as my kids had kept telling me, "Mom, can we please move? Can we just please get our own place so we can have pets and not have to worry about this situation?" I would look in the paper, and the rent was just unattainable for us. For a 3-bedroom house, $1,000, the same as it probably is here in Tarrant County. And even though I work full-time, my income just would not afford that kind of rent. So Habitat, we went through the process, our family was approved, and the whole process was just absolutely magnificent, from the home build, where everything was so well organized and all the pieces were in place whenever we were ready to do certain things to our home, to people writing their blessings and Bible verses in the studs of our home that are now covered up with sheetrock and drywall, but in the very foundation of my home, it gives me great comfort to know that the Word of God resides inside the very core of our home. The Bible verse that a lot of people wrote on the structure inside in the bones of the house was Jeremiah 29:11. And this verse is so powerful that it is also the slogan for the Habitat, in how they give people like me, hardworking people who do work and do pay their bills, who just need a hand up, not a handout, but a hand up, so we can too be homeowners in very nice homes that we can afford. So Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Thank you.